Hey, it's D with Grail Quest Comics. If you don't know who I am, I have an intro video up. It covers my journey as a comic reader, the things that really influenced me in my reading when it comes to comics. Uh, this is Summer of Superman, so I was looking at my shelf and I just thought, I just went to see the movie. How about do a few quick, what I read beforehand, and yeah, I love the movie. Went to see it, seen it twice. Second time I took my nephews. They loved it. One of them is wearing his Superman shirt under, like he's wearing it under his clothes, pulling the Superman. It was a win. It was a win for me. It's even more so a win for them. They're very little, and so this is their Superman. I'm so glad that it is because it was a good one. It was really good. I enjoyed it. I had a good time. Very few things that I didn't enjoy about it. I enjoyed it enough. I went to see it twice. I wouldn't mind going to see it again, and I know that they would like to. So the reason why um, I even got into comics was because I knew this movie was coming out and they were getting to an age where they could read, and what better way than to try and do that through comics. So I've been giving them some appropriate comics, and they've been just eating them up. Um, and then it got me back into comics, and uh, my wallet hasn't enjoyed it, but who cares? It's Summer Superman, and I enjoy getting back into these stories. I've had comics in the past. I mostly do trades and omnis, especially now. But yeah, I've just really been enjoying getting back into all these different characters. But so far, it's been mostly Superman this summer, and I'm okay with it. And I'm still reading some Superman stuff. I have some shorts up about what I've been getting and what I've been reading. But this is about what I started off with, just to kind of dip my toes back into it, build up to the movie, maybe theme it based off of that. And I'm going to just go ahead and get this one out of the way. All Star Superman. I don't think I've seen a Superman comic recommendation video that did not include this. This is always included for a reason. It's one and done, but it also is a good story. There's a lot to love about this. And not to mention that I'm pretty sure that David Cornsweet has also been in interviews saying to people that have interviewed him, hey, do you read comics? Well, you should go read these certain issues or pages of All Star Superman because this is what the movie's pulling from that. So, from the man himself, stuff is pulled from this for the movie. So, like the robots that are at the Force of Solitude. So, like, there are things in here, maybe not so much like story beats, but there are elements from this that are pulled and placed into the movie, and it's a good story. Now, the next one was the actual first Superman, uh, like piece of media that comic trade, whatever, that I actually read myself when I decided to get back into comics because besides All Star Superman, because I wasn't really sure how much I wanted to commit to getting back into it because I was mostly doing it for my nephews, and then I just gave in. But at the time, I wanted to do something that was short, that I could have a start, beginning, middle, and end, and that ended up being Superman Earth 1. The whole 3 volumes are they're enjoyable. Um, Personal note, even though this is Summer of Superman, Batman Earth 1 is my favorite, followed by the Green Lantern. I wish they'd finished it, but I enjoyed this, but um, that's just where I rank Earth 1. This is good. I can see where Man of Steel pulled from this as far as the story and some of the way you can just see this is Man of Steel Henry Cavill. Um, but it's good. I mean, I enjoy it. I really enjoyed this one more so than the other volumes, to be honest. And I think that's why I don't rank it as high as I would like to. But I love this story. It's good for anybody that wants to have a something in their collection that has a beginning, middle, and end. This is 3 volumes. This is volume 1. It's not that much, so if you wanted a beginning, middle, and end story that's more than just like All Star Superman, there you go. So I would recommend this. I enjoy it. I enjoy all of Earth 1. Like I would I would say, hey, you want to read something that's like a few books and you could say I'm done with it. It's complete. Earth 1's the way to go. Now next, I got this because I seen that Supergirl movie is based off this. I mean, Millie Alcock is even taking pictures, I think, with it, or I seen it online somewhere. But yeah, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. I got this knowing nothing about it. All I knew was that this was what it looked like. The actress had done a promo picture or whatever with it, and that they were being very clear that that is what they're basing this whole Supergirl movie off of. And after going to see the movie and the way, spoiler alert, if anyone hasn't watched the movie, the way that Supergirl shows up and leaves, yeah, you want to know what that movie might be about, like where it's heavily influenced? It is this. And my main takeaway when I first got it was how much I love the art colors because, like, that is that's just beautiful. Like, I really love the way that the colors work in this whole story. But the story itself is very interesting. It's one and done, and it's more about it is about Kara and this character, but you will see where Supergirl's coming from in her portrayal of the Superman movie and how she shows up and what Clark says about her if you read this. And you will also see how she feels about Kal-El in this. So this is a really, really good story. The art's beautiful, the colors are beautiful, the story is fantastic. I couldn't encourage this enough. I read it with knowing nothing besides what I seen like this. This is all I knew about it in the Supergirl movie, and it's was one of my like I've been back into comics for about a year and a half or so, and it's one of my favorites that I have. Now, the last one is not a one and done, but I wanted to include it simply because I'm pretty sure I ran across that this was a part of the inspiration or influence into this new Superman movie, and I just enjoyed it because I mean, you read, I've been going through Batman and Daredevil and some other stuff that gets pretty dark, and even some of the Superman stuff I've read, but this was my dipping into an older comic, and it's part of the reason why I wanted to include it because it was 86, I do believe. And we're talking about John Byrne, the Man of Steel, and I'm working my way through Volume 2. I'm about halfway through Volume 2 right now, but I'm just going to include Volume 1 in this because I'm not sure how where if it's in print that well, but I would say if you're interested in the conflict that's happening and like Luthor backing it, like the Yarhampur and Baravia or whatever the countries were, if you're wondering where some of that came from, I'm pretty sure it's been stated that this is where you could find that because Superman does go into these countries and it becomes an issue, and like a lot of that kind of part of the Superman movie can be found in here, which I'm sure there are others. But I just wanted to bring up this because I really enjoyed it, and I liked that it was kind of a reboot. Like you even see like Superman doesn't have a suit and he's jumping out there, and it becomes this whole thing. So he has to go home and he gets a suit. So yeah, this was a fun read. I enjoyed uh, going back into some older stuff. I was more of a New 52 when I started out comics back in the day, so it was nice doing that. And again, this is not a rank, this is not a complete list. This is just I looked at my bookshelf and thought these are good. I enjoyed these, and maybe you would too. If you have suggestions about something that like was the Superman movie, like I'm very interested right now to see what you know the Superman movie pulled from. So if that's a thing, I would love to see that in the comments because that's what I'm really interested in after the movie. But if there's any other suggestions on one and done Superman stories, I've got some more, but maybe I don't have them all. I'm missing out. So yeah, be happy to see that in the comments. But yeah, thanks for hanging out and listening to me talk about some good Superman stuff.